This
Let's go ahead and
conference will now be recorded.
so what did we discuss in the last class?
Call, branch, and a queue.
Yeah.
Like
Mainly we discussed with the activity, how to call a child activity from the parent activity by using the call, branch, and queue methods. Okay, and also we populated the data into the city dropdown independently. Okay, through the report definition. Okay, by creating the one of cities data type. Okay, now today we will be learning something called cascading population of the drop-down values. Okay, so that can be done through report definition itself, but how exactly we can do means by passing some parameters. Okay, so when you pass the state parameter, okay, to the city's report definition, okay, then the city report definition will be returning the cities which are related to that particular state. Okay, so for that we already have two separate data types for them. Okay, one is for state and one is for city. In general, it will create the report definition automatically whenever you create the data type. Okay, so now we have two separate tables as well as two separate report definitions for both of them. Okay, now the only thing is what we need to do is we need to pass the parameter of the state. So in that particular state, the particular cities has to be displayed. So how exactly we can do means there will be some common column between two tables, okay, in the states and cities. So once if you have a common column, okay, then you can easily populate the data. So the primary key column of the state, okay, will be the foreign key another table. Also that will be the common column. Okay, then with that we can refer the details. So let me open Excel and show you how exactly we can do that. So I hope you people are having the idea about the primary key and foreign key, right? In the databases. Jagadish or Harsha.
yes, sir.
Okay. So for initially we have the states table. Okay, in the states table we have state ID and state name. Okay, so in the state ID if we have AP, Andhra Pradesh, okay, TS, Telangana, okay. Now we have the cities table also. Okay, so city ID, city name, and then state ID. Okay, so here in the states table, the state ID is the primary key. Okay, in the cities table, city ID is the primary key. Okay, so here city ID, if we give HID, Hyderabad. Okay, so we have to give the state ID. So this city belongs to which state? Telangana. Okay, this Telangana state ID is what? TS. So we have to give TS here. Okay. Secunderabad, TS. Okay. So here, Vizag, and then that is AP. AP. Okay, like that. And then, so now for the city's report definition, if you pass state ID, okay, so whenever you select Telangana from the states drop down, so the state ID, which is the primary key TS, will be passed to the cities table of the primary key. So here this is the primary key. So when you pass TS, so with the TS, how many number of the records are there? 2 records. So that is Hyderabad and Secunderabad. So only these two has to be populated into the cities drop down. Okay, so like that we have two separate tables and then one common column state ID between those two tables. So when you pass the primary key value from the states to the foreign key of the cities, then it will be populates. Okay, so for that, now what we will do? So we need to modify the existing report definitions. Okay, so how exactly we need to modify? Why? Because right now the cities, I think we have some open. So what is the report definition we have for the cities? The default report definition, get data table editor report. Okay, so data table editor report, which is returning the cities table values, okay, is this one. Okay, so if you want, you can reuse of this as we already discussed. Otherwise, you can create a new report definition. Okay, so how exactly you can create a new report definition? So if you want to retrieve the data from one particular table, so you need to create that report definition in that data type class only. Okay, so here the data type class is, okay, cities. So in this class only you have to create the report definition. Why you have to create this in this class means this class is already mapped with the database table. Okay, so if you want to retrieve the data, so from this only you can retrieve. So in the reports, okay, report definition. So we have data table editor report. I don't want to disturb this one. Okay, so it is having some predefined, okay, other properties also. So create in this we will also learn in detail about this. Okay, clipboard and tracer, how exactly we can use them in our real-time projects. Okay, so how exactly we can trace all those things we can learn here. Okay, cities. Okay, so in this class, so we have only ICICI app, and again anyway rule set version available is 0.0102. So create and open. Okay, so in the query, so what are the columns you want to retrieve? So I want to retrieve city ID, okay, and later city name. Okay, and along with that, I would like to retrieve state ID also. Why? Because based on the state ID only, okay, so it will return the remaining values. So if you want, you can run this individually and see, okay, whether it is returning all the cities or not. Yeah, it is returning all the cities which is available in this particular report definition. Okay, so right now we did not give any condition, so it is returning all the cities. So next time, okay, to populate into the cities, if you pass the state ID, so based on that particular state only has to be returned. Okay, so how exactly we can do that? So by using the parameters. Okay, in the parameters, you give any parameter name like, okay, any meaningful name, okay, STATE ID, okay, or STID if you don't want to confuse with the other state ID. So to remember the parameter, okay, ID is different, so we are taking STID, okay, and then this is the text value. Okay, so check out this. As I said, first time when you save it, it will automatically check in. So check out this. Save. Actions, run. Okay, so I did not pass any parameter. So it is returning all the values, displaying 4 records. So once if you pass the parameter, then only, okay, you can see this. Okay, for example, here, if you want, you can give some default value as AP. Edit report. Data Explorer. Drop column and filter. So in this, you can drop the column which is like state ID. Okay, and along with this, so here we need to apply the where condition. Okay, then only the condition, if you apply, then only it will work, right? So what is that condition? Right now, here in the query column, whatever the columns you give, that will return everything. Okay, in the edit filters, you apply the condition. So what is that condition? Dot state ID, if you give so here in the condition, first condition we are applying, okay, state ID. So data ID is equal to of value what? The value which you are passing in under the parameters tab. Okay, so here under the parameters tab, okay, whatever you pass, that needs to be set to the state ID. So here param dot state ID. Okay, now save it. Run this report definition. Okay, see like this. Now by default I have given AP as a parameter, so only for the AP it is returning. Okay, so in case if you want to change that value also, you can change it here. Okay, so select the state ID, so is equal to param.stid is there. Okay, so under the param.stid, whatever it is passing, that is returning. Okay, so in case if you pass a different value here, that will be returned here. Okay, so like this, whatever the values you will be passing as a parameter, So that parameter value will be returning. Now what I want to do here, I want to remove this default value. So passing this value dynamically wherever I call this get cities report definition. Okay, now go to the customer details section. So under the customer details section, yeah, customer details section is there. So under this customer details section, for the cities, in the present address for the cities, okay, we will be populating through get cities. Okay, this present address dot city, okay, report definition is there, but this time instead of the data table editor report, I have created a new report which is get cities. Okay, like this. Okay, when you select get cities, now it is asking the parameter value. Okay, STID. So this STID should have the value of what? The state value. Okay, so where exactly the state value will be there? Jagadish. Generally, whenever you create a case, where exactly the state value is storing? Remember, so we created the separate page class for that. Actions, run. So once if you run, generally we will be able to see the values what you are entering in the clipboard. Okay, so by going to the clipboard also you can refer where exactly the values which you are entering will be stored. Okay. So here once after you select the state, okay, this value will be stored in which place? In the clipboard, in which property it will be saving? That if you want to see, you can go to the clipboard. Okay, generally all the case information will be stored under the PY work page. Under the PY work page, under the present address, only the present address details we have stored into the present address pay list property, but whereas the PY work page details will be under the PY work page. Okay, so presently what and all will be under the PY work page, and what and all will be under the present address and permanent address.
PY work page will have normal properties, direct properties. But for this permanent address, these are a single page properties.
Yeah, first name, last name, date of birth, gender will be under the direct PY work page.
Yeah.
Okay, and the state will be under the present address. What happens to this one? So I think okay, leave it. This is it is loading, but it is not loading. Can leave it, no problem. Anyway, so this property is referring to the PV work page dot parent address dot state. So in the customer details section, okay. So here the state is referring to the property from the parent address dot state. So it will be saved under the parent address dot state. So that is the reason why even for city also, okay. So when you're calling the report definition, okay, which is the get cities, okay. So here you need to pass the parameter value. So how you can pass the parameter value? So when you type dot, you'll be getting present address dot state. Okay. Now, if you select Telangana state, that will be passed to the get cities report definition. Then this get cities report definition will be returned to the values, okay, from the cities table, and that to the foreign key value which we are passing like AP or Telangana state. So only that values will be written and that will be populated to the cities drop down. Okay, and here again we need to display what value you want to display. Actually previously also we have given, but when you once if you change this report definition, it will automatically goes off from the property for value. So what is the property for value? City ID, and property for display text, what will be displaying through the city name. Okay, submit. Check out this one. Okay, and save it. Now if you run the flow, it has to be populated the cities which are coming from this. Okay, now go to the flow. Actions, run. Okay, so here in the cities, it has 4 the values. Why? Because still we haven't selected anything from the state. So once if you select the Telangana or AP, it has to be displayed. Okay, but is it changing? Yes, Hyderabad and Secunderabad, as we have selected Telangana. And in case if you select Andhra Pradesh, then Tirupati and Vizag. Okay, so like this, it will be populating the values. Okay, but what happened initially? So initially, whenever you start the page or whenever you load the page, it is displaying all the cities. So I don't want to display like that. Okay, I don't want to display like this. Okay, if it is done, okay, you should not display anything. So in that case, what you can do means, okay, go to the report definition, get cities. Okay, so here for the parameter in the under the edit filters, the parameters we are passing, right? So state ID equal to param state ID. So initially it is not having anything. So in that case, what we can do here, we have something called options. Okay, select these options, and here you can use null if empty. So if it is having null values, okay, use null. Okay, if it is having nothing, you have to use the null values. So submit and then save it. Now, if you run the flow and create a new case, okay. So now if you go to the city, you see only select is there, but it is not having any values. When it will be populated? Once after you select the state over there. Okay, now Tirupati Vizag has come. So like that, only once after you selected the value, okay, then if you want to change this, then under the report definition, okay, here we have something called options. Okay, through the options, you can select it. Okay, use null if empty. So it will be using the null if empty is available. Okay, so this is the option. And here one more thing should be applied. So what we need to apply means here once after changing the state, so we have to refresh this section. Okay, to change that, you have to refresh this section, otherwise it will not happen. Okay, so that is the reason why earlier we applied for the state, okay, to refresh this one. How exactly you can do? Now we will see actions run. So here it's populated like this. Okay, so for that and all, what we have done here in this customer details section, as I said that, okay, you need to apply the actions. Even last time also when it is clipboard, we have applied this one. Okay, and even we are applying, okay, on change of this clipboard value, okay, what is the action you wanted to perform. So here there are various events available. On click, for the buttons you can apply click, double click, hover, right click and all like that. Okay, in case if you want to apply the keyboard events like enter key, up key, down key, like that. Okay, so generally for the drop downs we will be using these keyboard events. Okay, so like this also we can apply all these values. Okay, generally for the drop downs you will be seeing like change and focus should be applied. So here if you select change, okay, that means once the value has been changed in the states drop down, what exactly you want to do. Okay, so either it is editable, read only, both, whatever it is. Okay, the drop down can be editable or read only or both. Okay, and action what you want to do. So I want to refresh this section. So whether you want to refresh the current section or else completely, okay, section, and then data transform or activity, if you want to execute, you can select them also. But right now I'm not executing any data transform or activity. Okay. These cases, existing cases, I am closing. Okay, like this. And in the same way, we can also apply for the permanent address, city and state. Right now, if you change the value here, it is not populating. Okay, why? Because we have applied only under the present address. For the permanent address also, if you want to apply, you can follow the same thing. In the permanent address, okay, for the city, okay, here instead of the data table editor report, I'll get. Okay, this time what we have to do, instead of present, we have to take the permanent address. So permanent address dot so here we need to pass the city ID. So now for both present address and permanent address, it's been populated. Here if it is Telangana, then Telangana, it will be populated. Hyderabad and Secunderabad. Okay, here something like this. Okay, now what I want to do here. So after selecting this permanent address same as present address, so what it is happening? It is just hiding these permanent address properties and values. Okay, it is just hiding them. Okay, but if you give any values here, okay, now if you type any values here, so is it populating the values to the permanent address also? We said both are same, but even though both are same, we have to be populated these values to the permanent address like that. Okay, so how exactly we can do that into the permanent address? If you see the clipboard, see at least now it will work or not. Yes. Started. Does it happens to you also like that, Jagdish?
Sir,
Sometimes clipboard is not loading.
no, it won't happen with you.
It is happening for me like this.
This is personal edition only, right, sir? You are using.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. So generally, sometimes I face issue like the instance doesn't load. It keeps on loading, but the login page doesn't come. So at that point of time, I'll just delete Kafka folder.
Yeah, even I used to do that.
Or else I'll try with that temp folder cleaning. So that will also help me sometimes.
Okay. It's loaded now. Let's create and see. Now the clipboard, when I select it, is selecting something else. My goodness. Let's delete that. Let me see.
Uh,
Yeah, Jagdish. Okay. Anyway, actually, it will not populate the values into this present address to permanent address. So if you want to populate the values to permanent address from present address, what you have to do? You have to set the values accordingly. So how you need to set the values means through the activity you can set the values, or through the data transform you can set the values. Okay, so today we will see first through activity how we can set these values from the present address dot address one to permanent address dot address one, present address dot address two to permanent address dot address two. So like this we can populate it. So for that we will be creating an activity. So to create the activity, go to App Explorer. So where exactly we can create in the work class only. Okay, under the technical. Okay, so right click on the activity, create. Copy from present to permanent address. Okay. Create and open. So now to copy the values, either we can use page copy or else we can use property set method. Okay, property set. So dot permanent address dot, okay, address one equal to dot present address dot address one. So from present address to permanent address, we are copying like this. We are going to assign the values. Okay, so like that we are going to set the values, and once after setting the values through this activity, we have to call this activity. So from where we need to call from exactly means, okay, so in the case when we want to copy, so whenever we select this checkbox, then we want to call this activity, and then we would like to pass these values accordingly. Okay, so then we would like to pass these values accordingly. Okay, so now go to the same customer details section. Now on click of this checkbox, okay, we need to do just for testing. As the clipboard is not working, what we will do is, okay, we will remove this visible condition so that we can see both of them and we can understand it accordingly. Okay, apparently the condition what we have applied is permanent same. Okay, now make it always and submit. Okay, save it. Okay, now if you create the case, see here, if you after typing some values, okay, if you select permanent address same as parent address, it is not copying the values. Okay, these values has to be populated here. So how exactly you can populate? So for that we have created an activity. Okay, now that activity has to be called from here. So on click of this. Okay, so now actions. So as we have seen earlier, okay, so we are doing something called post value or refresh this section. So along with this refresh this section, so we have some activity. So what is that activity now? Copy from present to permanent address. Submit. Now save it. Now if you create the case, now if you select this, see, automatically it's populated. The address 1 and address 2. So why country and the zip code is not populated? Did we do any mistake? Copy from present. Oh, sorry, we have given permanent address dot city to again permanent address dot city. Jagdish.
So
Check out and save it. Okay. Karnataka, we don't have anything. So Telangana. See, so everything has been copied from present to permanent address. Okay, so like this we can copy the values. Otherwise, as we said, so there is another way. So what is the other way? Instead of the property set, we can use the page copy also. So page copy means it will copy the complete page. So what is the page we want to copy? Okay, copy from where? Dot present address. Copy into okay permanent address. Now this step is not required. Why? Because now we are doing that through page copy. like this. What happened to city? Why did not select here? Like this. Okay. So when you select this, it is updating. Okay, it is populating the values. But if you see here, once you select this permanent address same as parent address, it is populating. But if you deselect that, okay, it has to be cleared, but it is not clearing. Okay, it is not clearing. So only when you select this checkbox, this has to be populated. Otherwise, it has to be again cleared. Why? Because I want to type it. So in that case, what we can do, again in the same activity, the activity which we are calling, we can apply the condition. Okay, what is the condition? Generally for visibility also we have applied the condition, right? Okay, in the customer details section, okay, to display this complete layout, when you select this layout, we apply the visible condition. Okay, and again we deselect it, the visible condition is getting false, and again it is displaying. Okay, so in the same way, the same visible condition we can apply in this activity, and again we can populate it accordingly. Okay, so what is that? Where you can apply the condition means here you have something called when condition. Okay, for each and every step to execute, you will be having some when condition. Okay, so what is that when condition? Select this when. Enable conditions before this action. Yes. Okay, so what is the values we created? Is permanent same. Okay, if both are same, then what we will do? Continuance. Okay, if this condition true, continuance. Continuance means if you want, you can add one more when condition here. Okay, likewise you can add n number of the when conditions. Okay, so if no when conditions, what it will be doing? It will be entering into the step. Okay, so it will be entering into the step and performing the page copy. Okay, but if it is permanent address, same continuance. Otherwise, what we want to do, you can do this. Okay, here you have various options: continuance, skip wins, jump to later step, skip step, exit this iteration, exit activity. In case if you want to stop the activity execution completely, you can do the exit activity. Okay, otherwise you can just skip this current step. Okay, so I want to skip this step. Okay, so this step should not be executed. Skip step means this step should not be executed, and after this again add step. Okay, so here I'll be doing the property set. I want to copy the same step here which we are using for the property set. Okay, so I would like to have this step. Now under the when, enable this condition. Okay, is permanent same. So here if it is same, then it is entering into the step and it is performing this. But this time, if it is same, I want to skip step. Okay, if false, continuance. I hope you are understanding. So here in this step, what we have done? If it is same, then we are entering into this step, okay, and performing this. Okay, but here in this property set, if it is same, okay, equal to true, then skip step, else continuance. So by continuing, what exactly we will be doing? Okay, we will be setting the values. What values we will be setting? So I want to initialize it with the null. I'll save this activity. Okay, I think we did opposite. If both are same, continue, else we need to decide it. Okay, so here in the condition, so here is permanent same. I think there we have given false. So skip a step here, else continuance. So here continuance, else skip step. Okay. So now if both are same, it will be copy the values. Okay, else it will be clearing the values like this. Okay, so through this we called an activity. In the activity, based on the condition of this checkbox, so if this checkbox true, we are copying these values. Okay, if this checkbox false, we are clearing the values. Okay, so for population, either we can use the property set, otherwise we can also use the page copy method. Okay, so like this we can do this. And even if you want, you can apply the visible condition also. But if you apply the visible condition, yeah, only it will not display. So you need to apply both of them. So it should not display at the same time. These values has to be populated to the permanent address, so that when it is saving into the database, so this permanent address and parent address both will be having the values. Yes, Jagdish. Harsha, you there? Hello.
Yes, sir. And
Okay. So is it good?
yeah, it is good.
So mainly today we learned the cascading drop-down population, and also in the activity property set, and along with the page copy also we have used it. Okay, so how we can test it, both of them accordingly. So when you select this checkbox, how to call all these values. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then yeah, in the next class we will be learning data pages. Okay.
Sir,
So even yeah.
one second. Just could you please briefly explain for the first thing, cascading thing, what we have done, just step by step what we have done.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So in general, okay, for populating the data into the drop down, so what we have done in the under the customer details section, so just individually if you want to drop down population, so we have just created one report definition. Okay, and that report definition we have selected here. Okay,
Yes.
so there are two ways, actually 4 ways are there. Okay, one is as defined on the property, means in the local list whatever you are giving, that is populating. Okay, and the other one is clipboard page. Clipboard page means, okay, so here we are running the activity, get states, and then we are populating. The third way is like, okay, through the report definition, okay, that we have applied for the city drop down. So by creating the report definition, okay, that report definition we have just called it. Okay, so at that time it is populating all the values from the report definition. but we want to copy only the selected values. Okay, if you the state value which you are selecting in the drop down, that value I want to pass to the city report definition. Okay, and then this city's report definition will be retrieved based on the condition. So what is that condition? So if you open this get cities, okay, so in general you will be having only the edit columns, so the columns which you wanted to populate. But this time what we have done, we are passing the state ID also. Okay, in the states drop down, the value which you are selecting, that you are passing to the parameter as a parameter for this report definition. So param.stid. So in the edit filters, in the conditions, the state ID is equal to, okay, is equal to param.ssid. Okay, the state ID is equal to param.ssid. If you give like that, then while running this get cities report definition, it is taking the value as a parameter, the state ID, then that value will be passing to this one. And when you run this, now based on the parameter value which it is having, that will be returned. Okay, so in the customer details section also, we have to pass the value for the STID. So this get cities is taking the parameter STID. So for that, from where I am passing, from print address dot state, where exactly it is having. Okay, so it is having the print address dot state here, permanent address dot state. So that value, if you pass to the get cities report definition, it is going to the get cities report definition, and in the get cities report definition, so that again the present address dot city or else permanent address dot city, okay, will be coming and storing into the STID. Okay, and then here that condition state ID will be populated from the param.stid.
Okay.
Okay, so mainly previously and this time the only difference is we are passing the parameter, that's it. Okay, in the report definition parameter we have given, in the same way that section also, okay, wherever you are passing that, okay, wherever you are referring this get cities, there also we are passing the state value.
Okay,
Remaining
sir.
on, okay, yeah, fine.
Okay, sir. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah. So in the next class we will be discussing about the data pages. So the fourth option of the data population.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Then. Yeah. See you on Monday. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.